Imagine a reality which is not confined to a mere existence, but to one which is improved, not a life which is just passed through, but the existence which is strived to be raised to the highest level. The problem is not destination, but it is a search, for the one whom you are looking is the one whom you want to become and the one whom you actually are. Therefore, welcome to start this inspiring journey that is dedicated to the discovery of the world of self-development and self-improvement, and be prepared to find out how to begin this journey. It is fundamental to acknowledge one's value in the course of the process of developing and improving oneself. One important thing that has to be clear to everyone is that one's worth cannot be measured by what other people think of them. Often, people tend to compare themselves as to how society, friends, or family expects them to be, and therefore get a bad estimate of who they are. This outside approval is often temporary and dubious, and it just makes us feel unwanted and empty. Rather, it is necessary not only to respect oneself, but also to be loved and accepted by oneself at any age. It is essential to celebrate you and recognize one's strengths to ensure that you have the right foundation of self-esteem that cannot be easily shifted by others. Cultivating self-compassion entails learning how to look after oneself, assertively and humbly insisting on being well treated and acknowledged as valuable, even in the toughest of conditions. If you develop yourself, there is a creation of positive feedback that will improve your life, hence the confidence. However, desiring self-esteem and looking for it from other individuals may be hazardous. It creates a vicious cycle of comparison and dissatisfaction, wherein the worth of your happiness depends on the approval of others. This dependency results into high self-erosion, which leads to feeling of worthlessness whenever one receives negative feedback. However, self-care should be devoted to the development of the internal compassionate voice and the recognition of self-worth via introspection and positive self-talk. If you are having doubts right now, it's crucial to understand that your value in no way lies in the number of votes you get. So by accepting your true worth, you enable yourself to live without prejudices and go for what you truly want in life. Thus, accept yourself as you are, love yourself, and forget all the chains that have been put by society for you. Sometimes it is very important that you need to remind yourself that you do not need anything or anyone to be complete. You are good as you are. Focusing on the present moment is essential for achieving true happiness and fulfillment in life. When we dwell on the past, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of regret, guilt, or nostalgia, which can hinder our ability to experience joy in the here and now. The constant dwelling on what has earlier occurred can prevent clear thinking and inhibit one from interacting fully with the present hosts. By holding on to past mistakes or missed opportunities, we inadvertently rob ourselves of the chance to create new memories and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Instead, it's crucial to embrace the present and make the most of every moment. Practicing mindfulness can be a powerful tool in this journey. Mindfulness encourages us to be fully aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. Simple techniques can help integrate mindfulness into our daily lives. For instance, start your day with a few minutes of deep breathing, focusing solely on your breath as it flows in and out. This practice can ground you and set a positive tone for the day. During meals, try to eat without distractions, savoring each bite and appreciating the flavors and textures. This not only enhances your enjoyment of food, but also helps you stay present. Additionally, take moments throughout the day to pause and observe your environment. Notice the colors, sounds, and sensations around you. These small practices can cultivate a greater sense of awareness and appreciation for the present. What, however, is past has a sheer glimpse. Life exists in the present, and it is in the present that everything is possible. Therefore, let die what has been and live what is. Of particular interest, it is argued that personal responsibility is an integral component of people's self-development process and enablement. When people accept that risking or losing something is inevitable and that they assume full control of the outcomes of their actions, then the prospects of a positive change becomes possible. Acceptance of accountability entails admission of the fact that our behaviors can determine our destinies, not circumstances or other people. This is a change of attitude that should happen. It makes it easier to change from a view that makes someone a victim to having control over one's life. Indeed, when individuals take responsibility for their circumstances, they also assume the power to recognize what must be changed and then actually work on the change. One thing remains critical for viewers in particular and the society as a whole, and this is avoiding tendencies of shifting blame on other people. First, practice self-reflection by regularly assessing your actions and their consequences. Ask yourself what part you played in a situation and what you could have done else. Second, make sure you set clear goals and put together a plan to achieve them. It's also a good idea to hold yourself accountable for your progress. Third, get feedback from people you trust, like mentors or friends, who can give you an outside perspective on your behavior and choices. Finally, embrace a growth mindset. See difficulties as chances for learning, not obstacles. Adopt these strategies and foster a culture of accountability in your life. Take control of your circumstances and create the change you desire. Personal accountability isn't about self-blame. It's about recognizing your power to transform your life. Taking action is a key part of personal growth. While having positive thoughts and intentions is important, they alone won't create meaningful change. Action is what connects our aspirations to reality. Without it, our dreams remain just that, dreams. To truly evolve and achieve our goals, we must translate our thoughts into tangible steps. These small steps can lead to significant progress over time, making the journey feel less overwhelming. For instance, if your goal is to improve your fitness, begin by committing to a short daily walk or a few minutes of stretching. These incremental changes can build momentum and instill a sense of accomplishment, motivating you to take on larger challenges as you grow more confident. Another crucial thing to flash back is that you've got to get once procrastination and fear if you want to take action. Procrastination frequently comes from a fear of failure or being perfect, which can stop us in our tracks. However, we can break the cycle of inactivity if we face our fears head on and take that first step. There are so numerous benefits to prostrating procrastination. We make progress toward our pretensions, and we also feel better about ourselves and further empowered. Each action we take reinforces the belief that we can change, which encourages us to keep growing. Remember, personal development isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Every small step counts, and each action brings you closer to the life you envision. So take that leap, embrace the discomfort of stepping outside your comfort zone, and watch as your efforts lead to transformative growth. Surrounding oneself with positive influences is essential for personal growth and overall well-being. The relationships we cultivate play a significant role in shaping our mindset, behaviors, and emotional health. It's crucial to emphasize that these relationships should be built on mutual respect and support. When we engage with individuals who uplift and encourage us, we create an environment that fosters growth and positivity. Conversely, toxic relationships can drain our energy and hinder our progress, making it vital to evaluate our friendships regularly. Encourage viewers to take a close look at their social circles and identify any connections that may be detrimental to their well-being. If certain relationships are characterized by negativity, criticism, or lack of support, it may be time to let go. This process can be challenging, but prioritizing your mental health and personal growth is essential. Once you've identified the influences that no longer serve you, focus on fostering healthy and meaningful connections. Start by seeking out individuals who share your values and aspirations. Engage in communities or groups that align with your interests, whether they are related to hobbies, professional goals, or personal development. Additionally, practice open communication and active listening in your relationships. Show appreciation for those who support you and express your thoughts and feelings honestly. This creates a foundation of trust and respect that strengthens your connections. Another tip is to invest time in nurturing these relationships. Quality time spent together can deepen bonds and enhance mutual support. Remember, the people you surround yourself with can significantly impact your journey toward personal growth. By consciously choosing to engage with positive influences, you empower yourself to thrive and reach your full potential. Embrace the power of supportive relationships and watch how they can transform your life for the better. Being open to change and new experiences is essential for personal growth and development. Change is an inevitable part of life, and embracing it can lead to transformative opportunities that enrich our lives in unexpected ways. When we allow ourselves to adapt and evolve, we open the door to new perspectives, skills, and relationships that can significantly enhance our journey. Change often pushes us beyond our comfort zones, which is where true growth occurs. It's important to encourage viewers to step out of their comfort zones and embrace the unknown. While it may feel daunting at first, taking that leap can lead to incredible discoveries about ourselves and the world around us. For instance, trying a new hobby, traveling to a different place, or meeting new people can expose us to fresh ideas and experiences that broaden our horizons. These moments of exploration can ignite passions we never knew we had and help us develop resilience in the face of uncertainty. To embrace change positively, consider adopting a mindset of curiosity and openness. Instead of viewing change as a threat, see it as an opportunity for growth. Start small by setting goals that challenge you, such as learning a new skill or attending a workshop outside your usual interests. Additionally, practice gratitude for the changes you encounter, recognizing the lessons they bring. Reflecting on past changes can also help. Think about how previous challenges have shaped you and led to positive outcomes. Remember, every change carries the potential for growth, and each new experience can teach us something valuable. By cultivating an attitude of openness and adaptability, you empower yourself to navigate life's transitions with confidence and grace. Embrace change and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never imagined possible. Viewing mistakes as learning opportunities is a crucial mindset for personal growth and development. Mistakes are an inevitable part of life, and rather than seeing them as failures, we should embrace them as valuable lessons that can guide us on our journey. Holding on to guilt or regret can hinder progress and prevent us from moving forward. Acknowledging that everyone makes mistakes allows us to cultivate self-compassion and recognize that these experiences are part of being human. Embracing this perspective fosters resilience and perseverance, two qualities that are vital for overcoming challenges. When we view setbacks as opportunities for growth, we develop the strength to bounce back and keep pushing toward our goals. To effectively reflect on and learn from mistakes, consider implementing a few strategies. First, take time to analyze what went wrong without judgment. Ask yourself what factors contributed to the mistake and what you could have done differently. This reflective practice can provide valuable insights that inform future decisions. Second, document your experiences in a journal. Writing about your mistakes and the lessons learned can help solidify your understanding and serve as a reference for the future. Third, share your experiences with trusted friends or mentors. Discussing your mistakes can provide new perspectives and foster a sense of community, reminding you that you are not alone in your struggles. Finally, set specific goals for improvement based on your reflections. By actively working to apply the lessons learned, you transform mistakes into stepping stones for success. Remember, every mistake carries the potential for growth and self-discovery. Embrace them, learn from them, and allow them to propel you toward a brighter future. In this video, we explored several key concepts that are essential for personal growth and fulfillment. First and foremost, we emphasize the importance of recognizing and valuing oneself. Understanding your worth is crucial for building a strong foundation of self-esteem and confidence. When you appreciate your unique qualities, you empower yourself to pursue your goals and live authentically. We also discuss the significance of living in the present moment. Dwelling on the past can hinder your happiness and prevent you from fully engaging with life as it unfolds. By embracing the now, you can cultivate mindfulness and make the most of every experience. Additionally, we highlighted the necessity of personal responsibility. Taking ownership of your actions and choices allows you to influence your circumstances positively. It's vital to stop blaming others for your problems and instead focus on what you can do to create change in your life. Remember, growth is a continuous process that requires commitment and effort. As we wrap up, we invite you to reflect on these key points and consider how you can apply them in your own life. If you found this content valuable, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with others who may benefit from these insights. Your support helps us create more empowering content that inspires personal growth and transformation. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.